So welcome back to part 2 of the farm production pack, and in this one, we'll be looking at power generation. Fair enough. So first off on the farm production pack under power generation categories is this going to be a windmill. So in the construction menu and under production and generators, we've got this one here. So it's 75 grand to place down, 6,840 a month you're going to get back, which is all right. I mean, just place it down and see the money roll in. I mean, apart from that, there's not really much else to say about it. It's a windmill, and it's going to give you some cash each month. Right, fair enough. Then we move on to the interesting part. Well, I'll say interesting. So this is the solar panels. Now, I'm going to put up a picture that come out in the original announcement blog. And it says you need a robot to clean these solar panels because they get a bit dirty over time and obviously they lose their effectiveness. So I've laid out a little test here that I've been running for the past 10 years. And it doesn't seem to be doing what it says it's going to be doing. Now, what we've got here is the solar panels. Right there. Okay, so row of solar panels, not a problem. In a construction menu and under productions and generators, you got these here, 1450 per section. Now you click them down and you drag them out like a normal fence. So there we are. So drag it out and you get 3. Now that's going to cost me 4,813, and 3 times 1,450 is not 4,800. What is it? 28, 32, 40, I suppose 1450. So that's 28, 29, 23 plus a bit of landscape, and I suppose it's about right actually. Now doing a bit of maths. Obviously, once you've dragged it out, you know, place them down, whatever, and then you can do them at an angle if you wanted to, which is all right indeed. Now, I'm going to delete those for now. Why can't we delete them? Oh, hold on, that's better. Right. Why can't we delete those? Oh, do we need to go to demolish? Yeah, let's have a look at the demolish. There we are. Right, so demolish that. Need the demolish button because this is where it moves on to the next in the whole testing category. So what I've got laid out here is a stretch of solar panels for each year. So these are 1 year old, 2 years old, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then these at the back are 10 years old. Now I've run the game for 10 years and they look exactly the same as the original one. Well, the first ones that we laid down and we demolished. So the texturing doesn't seem to be going on. Now, what I do want to do is have a little test to see if cleaning them does make a difference, because that's what the whole point of the robot is. So I'm in November. Now, last year, when I had all these set up in November, we made 43,220. Right, so that's the figure we need to keep in mind. So what I'm going to do is to get the robot into the construction menu and under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll along. There we are. There's your robot. So you place it down next to your solar panels like that. And then we're going to clean them all up. We'll put one along each because, you know, why not? Like that. So along all 10. Am I going to be in the way? No, I'm not. Oh, I'm all right. Place one there. Place one there. And then can't be placed. Why can't I be placed? Oh, can you only have a certain amount? What's that? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7. You can only have 7. It's not letting me place any more. All right, fair enough. So what you do with these, obviously you come up to the sponge icon. There you are, like that, and it says start washing robot. So it goes along there. And then obviously it's going to clean off all the dust and debris that gets built up on those over time. I mean, it's not exactly fast though, is it? It's not fast at all. So I'm going to get these all cleaned off. And then I'm going to see you back here when we're done. We'll fast forward a month. And then we'll see. Where have they gone? So put that one robot going. And the rest have disappeared. That one's gone on to that one. Where's they're jumping. They're now on these ones down here. It's jumped a couple. It's jumped a couple. Where's that one? Oh, that one's on the end one. This is just random on which one it picks and chooses. Alright, fair enough. We'll wait for these robots to finish off doing what they're doing then. And we'll see, once we fast forward, how much we actually make once they've been cleaned. Right, so now it's coming up and finishing off its last little bit. There is something strange going on. I'm paying out money with these robots running. I thought that was the whole idea of having robots, so you didn't have to do the work yourself, and vice versa, you didn't have to pay anybody. We're paying robots. What sort of world we living in? We're paying robots. So they're now all finishing off, which is good. I shouldn't be paying robots. What's the point in that? Might as well just hire a worker. I mean, that's what they are. They're like little workers that you're having to hire, that's not great. I mean, if you're having to pay robots to do the work for you. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, they're all back in their little houses. So now, well, we've done 7 out of the 10, so that should give us a good guide on whether this makes any difference. Now, before we go and fast forward a month, there is something I do want to show you. Now, I thought this was actually quite good. If we go back to the months, so we've got July, August, September, October, November. So we made in October 52 grand off of these, and then 51 in September, 44 in August, and 51.5 in July. Now, the difference between those is obviously going to be the amount of sunlight, theoretically, that you're going to get, plus also any weather patterns. As I fast forward in time, if you see any storms, as it goes through its animation, as it's fast forward in the time, you don't get as much money. So these are reactive to what's going on in the local scenery. So if you've got a lot of sunny days, you're going to get paid more. If it's a lot of rainy days, you're going to get paid less. I like that. I like that. I mean, unless it's just something else going on, I thought that was a good idea. So what we'll do now is we're going to fast forward and we'll see how much money we actually make overnight. Obviously, when we did it on the last year, 43,220 we made. So it was November to December last year. Same amount of solar panels that we placed out. They had a brand new one at that time. So we'll see. Oh, that's interesting. 50. What do we make there? 52,287 rather than 43. Hey, hold on. These robots could actually be good. They could actually be good. I mean, what's that? 43 to 52. 9 grand. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? How much should they cost? Because obviously that needs to be factored into it all. So we'll go in and then under tools. So there you are. It's 10 grand for a robot, right? And it's going to make 9 grand extra. On all of these, admittedly, there is 10 stretches of solar panels. It's made us 9 grand just for keeping them clean. I mean, obviously, over time, and if you've got big stretches as well, that's actually going to pay for itself. It's more or less paid for itself just on these lot. Oh, hold on a minute. I mean, I know the texturing's not... well, it's not showing up. I mean, we're 10 years in and it's not showing up. But the actual robot does its job. Ah, fair enough. Now, there's one more thing I want to test out before we finish on this. And obviously, with these solar panels, you can make them in a line. Fair enough. You can also make them at an angle. Now, I want to see if the robot actually carries on round. Collides with another item. What? Can we not make it like that? Distance too short. What? How's that colliding with another item? It's over there. Alright, so if we go like that. we could make a bit of a curve. I want to see if it follows it round. There we are. Right. Okay. So we'll sell all of these off actually, just in case they tend to jump to a different one. So we'll get rid of all those. I mean, we're getting half our money back. I mean, they've gone down 50% in value just by doing one job, but it is what it is. So we'll get rid of those, and then we'll come over here and we'll go into buildings and tools, and we'll get another one out. There you are. We'll place it right there. I want to see if it goes round the bends, or if it's just me that's going round the bend. So there you are. Right, start it off. Where's it gone? Which one's it jumped to now? Not on any of those. It's gone on to this one. I'm assuming that's one that's not been cleaned. Right, hold on. Let me get rid of all those, and then we'll see if it goes around the corners on here. Right, so I've got rid of all the solar panels. Try number 2. There we are. Oh, here we are. So it's going. Now, I know it does the 3 sections that you place down. It'll go along, do the middle, and then the top bit. I want to see if it goes around this corner. It's going through the solar panel. Dear, oh dear. Right, so it's going to do its little spin. It's going to do the middle bit. Then it's going to do the top bit. I mean, we just stood here watching a robot cleaning solar panels. Why not? Sunny outside, sunny in the game. What better way to spend your afternoon? So that's going to make its turn. So now's the moment of truth. Now's the moment of truth. Right, so it's going to do its top bit. Then is it going to come across to this one? Come on, robot. You can do it. Oh, I'm sat here cheering on a robot. Dear, oh dear. Right, here we go. So I imagine it's going to go through. And it should make a turn now. Is it going to do it? No. It doesn't. It didn't do that section. Jump to that one. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. So that means really then that you need to have your solar panels out in a straight line, otherwise the robot don't like it. Alright, not a problem. But at least it works. I mean, we made an extra 9 grand. I mean, bearing in mind, right, when we had all those laid out, obviously the 10-year-old one theoretically would have had more dust on than the 1-year-old one. So if you lay out a load, they're all going to have the same amount of dirt on them. So really, that price should increase. The amount that your robot's going to make it extra would increase if they'd all been placed at the same time. Oh, indeed. I mean, obviously the texturing probably is going to need an update, mind you, but still, I like that. That is something different. Just place them all out in a straight line. So obviously this is jumping ones because it doesn't like the curves. But still, that is alright. So that's your farm production pack for you done, and I'm glad it's fixed for release date. And if you haven't picked it up yet, there's going to be a link in the description below. Helps the channel out at no extra cost. Now, what's your favourite piece of this pack? We'll see what people are using. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.